So Andor is coming, and the showrunners are saying it doesn't matter if you've ever seen Star Wars or not. This show's going to be great.
Well, time will tell. We will be the judge of that when it comes out.
Echo 3 to Echo 7. Tano, buddy. Echo Station 3TA.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel, Echo Base Network. Coach and Nick here, covering all things Star Wars as usual. So, Variety, Nick, has just released this article, this big article about the upcoming Andor series. Everybody's talking about it right now, and there's one quote in here from the showrunner that we want to look at and offer a little opinion and some thoughts here, and we want to get your guys' thoughts as well. As you can see, the article is titled, How Andor Became the First Star Wars TV Series for Grown-Ups. And the quote is, I wanted to do it about real people. The quote that we want to focus in on by Tony Gilroy, the showrunner, is right here. I wanted to do it about real people. They've made all this IP, Lucasfilm, obviously. They've made all this IP about the royal family in essence. It's been great, but there's a billion other beings in the galaxy. There's plumbers and cosmeticians, journalists. What are their lives like? The revolution is affecting them just as much as anybody else. Why not use the Star Wars canon as a host organism for absolutely realistic, passionate, dramatic storytelling? As for any other legacy characters who may pop up in Season 1, they are, Gilroy says, never fan service. It's never cynical, he continues. It's always meant to be there. It's always protein. It's never icing. Nick, I got to tell you, for a showrunner to be saying it's never fan service, maybe they're going to deliver on this thing. What do you think about his comments and this show coming up?
Just hearing his comments, like, it's got me thinking in my head, okay, is this going to feel more like a AMC type show? You know, is it even going to feel like Star Wars? Like, are they going to be following around plumbers and accountants and journalists and all these other people? You know, so I'm not quite sure. You know, Star Wars is sci-fi fantasy. So I hope that there's still that fantasy element in the show. And it's not too grounded in Earth's reality. Yeah. I don't know. It's Disney Star Wars, so I'm always like teetering back and forth, like, you know, questioning is anything they're going to do ever going to be good or not. So now hearing those comments, now I'm just wondering, you know, what kind of show is this? Now, I've said it in the past. I think the writers involved with this show is a great writing team, which gives me some bit of hope for it, that it'll at least be, you know, digestible. But you know, we don't got too much longer to wait, and we'll see what we get when it drops.
So Gilroy has said, you know, that he's using his expertise, he's using his experience with the Bourne series, you know, in creating the show. And they've been very upfront and honest about how this show is going to be a very different kind of Star Wars show. But I think you just hit the nail on the head. We know it's supposed to be a different kind of Star Wars show because it's going to be a spy thriller, but it still has to feel like Star Wars.
Yes, exactly. And if they can hit that in this show to where they have that element but still have the sci-fi fantasy Star Wars element to it, then I think there's at least a chance for the show. Right. But if the Star Wars fantasy element is completely knocked out of it, like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. Like, I might like it as a show, but might not like it as a Star Wars show.
Sure.
I might not like it as a Star Wars part of the Star Wars universe, but I don't know. We'll see how they do on that balancing that, going, you know, between, you know, that spy thriller type, you know, real world reality type show, you know, and mixing in that Star Wars fantasy.
So here's one thing that I want to add in here. I don't think there's any way that Tony Gilroy would say anything about fan service, bringing in character cameos, if we weren't about to get a bunch of character cameos. Why would he even mention that to begin with? Nick, when we're watching Andor, there is no telling who is going to show up and who we're going to see. And I think that could be really, really cool. One other thing I want to look at is this quote right here. Gilroy says, doing a Star Wars show on this scale was only possible thanks to the economics of streaming, which he wielded to his full advantage. Rather than film inside the volume, the bleeding edge soundstage filled with LED screens that The Mandalorian, The Book of Boba Fett, and Obi-Wan Kenobi have all utilized extensively, the series' ambitious storytelling required shooting on real locations and sprawling, fully constructed sets in London. And I got to tell you, Nick, that in and of itself is going to make this show feel different.
Yeah, for sure. That they're actually using real built sets and real on location filming. I think that's a plus in the decision making for when they're putting the show together. And on his comments on the fan service, I hate the shoehorned in fan service. Like, just throw them in there so people can be like, oh, look at that, I remember that person. Give that character that might be considered fan service some substance and some meaning behind being there.
Sure.
So I like that comment that he made.
Yeah, protein, not icing. I like that
Yeah.
too. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us. Let us know in the comments what you think about this upcoming show. What do you think about Tony Gilroy's comments about the show? And there's a lot more to unpack there in the Variety article. He goes on to talk about how the show is not meant for 9-year-olds, that it's a mature audience show. It's not going to be like the first 3 Star Wars movies, he says. It's going to be more mature driven. And man, like, he's saying a lot of really cool, really neat things to me. So anyways, that's going to do it for us. Let us know in the comments. As always, we are UR Echo Base Network. We'll see you guys Saturday night at our weekly Saturday night live stream show. See y'all later.
See you guys.